All right, so it's time to go climb Mount Monadnock. You ready?
Go.
All right, I'm going to give you a scenic path while we get there. All right, let's do this.
All right, let's go.
There it is in the background. There's Mount Monadnock. All right, we're just about to start. Wish us luck. We're at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I have packed for today. I have perfect keto bars, and I have nut butters with more perfect keto bars, 4 waters, and all the camera equipment that I need. Plus a mask, because I'm not sure if the trail is going to require us to have a mask. And then obviously cameras and all kinds of more equipment. So anyways, let's get to climbing that mountain. Okay, as with any journey, the journey is going to start off pretty easy. So as you can see here at the base of Mount Monadnock, the trail has a pretty gentle incline, a wide pathways, a little bit more comfortable on your feet to start off. The height of Mount Monadnock is 3,166 feet, or elevation, whatever you call it. And it's a pretty frequently traveled or hiked mountain because it's fairly easy, has some technical spots, but for the most part, with like, I think there's either 7 or 10 trails to the tip top. There's something for everybody. So we're on the White Dot Trail going up. We ended up taking the White Cross Trail down, but this is as obviously headed up. And you can see from the path here that it was pretty fun, pretty easy, great way to start it off. As you can see, the path starts to narrow as you go up. We had our watches on to track how long or how far, but we took a quick selfie. It didn't take long to start a good sweat. It was pretty humid, but tolerable. But I think it was like 82 degrees or something at the base, and it's like 10 degrees cooler at the top. But there was some cool spots along the ways that we took a few pictures, like this tree here, enormous thickness of the trunk. And for some reason, it's completely hollow. So Kyle found it, and he hopped inside the tree for a fun picture. But look at the size of that tree. Pretty cool, huh? Just one of the cool things about the nature. We were not really talking too much with each other. We were enjoying the sounds of the birds, the quietness, the experience of a hike, and it was just really cool. But you can see where we just came up, and now we were probably a third of the way up here. It's starting to get more straight up. The camera really doesn't do it justice on how steep and how like big those rocks are. It's called the Granite State for a reason. It is loaded with granite, enormous rocks. But still, here at this point, you're like, well, which way do you go? So just like with any journey, there's many ways to the tip top. You can take shortcut. You can go low and slow. You can find somewhere in the middle. You can, jump. But the point is, all of the paths will lead to the top. You just got to keep going. So, and you don't look back, because if you look back, it's easy to get off track. It's easy to be scared of the new you. And that's kind of this thought processes that were going through my mind here. It's hard. It's not easy. But something new. It's discomfort. But that's where your self-growth comes from. I've never been a hiker. I've climbed this mountain only one other time in my life, and I was much younger and definitely not fat. Or unhealthy, as I should say. So this was something that is pretty much, I'm a newbie at this. And you know what? I went for it, and now I found a new hobby. So as you can see, the incline's getting steeper, and yeah. it's kind of crazy to think that was me 16 months ago at 309 pounds, just starting this YouTube channel. And if you would have said, hey, you're going to be climbing a mountain 16 months from now, living a completely different lifestyle, I would have not believed it myself. But here I am today, running up this, well, not running, but climbing a mountain and being 125 pounds smaller than that. And that to me is worth every step, every step I take heading up this mountain. That's what's in the back of my mind. It's crazy. How did you do that, Kyle?
Jump.
You jumped? I can't go there. My legs aren't long.
Try going over on the other side of it.
I'll go this way. That's easier. Isn't that cool?
Uh-huh.
So we will continue on up this mountain. Just when you think you're at the top, you look and there's like so much more. The total hike to the top from the base of the mountain on the path that we took was 2.3 miles. But each time you get higher up, the reviews become so much more rewarding. And I kind of relate that with my journey because, you know, the farther you get along in your journey, you know, you've given so much sacrifice, you've worked so hard for it, but you keep getting higher and higher, and eventually you're on the top of the world and you've changed your life. And when you look back at the view, it's so rewarding. And that view to me is like living this best life, wearing clothes that I would never have dreamt I could wear, and feeling my best and being so full of life, like living life every day instead of being consumed with everything that's wrong in your life, and just changing that outlook to, hey, what can I do now? What should I do next? And it's a powerful thing, but it's rewarding, so rewarding to do this. And I've never been a hiker. The last time I hiked this mountain, I was probably 5 years old. So, I mean, in all honesty, it's a lot harder now, obviously, because I was a kid back then, but I didn't appreciate that back in the day, you know, like I'd hardly even remember it. But it's something that I really find myself enjoying now. Maybe I'm a hiker now, you know, but this journey is about learning about yourself. It's not just about the weight loss. It's not just about what size clothes you wear, the mental side of it, of being, you know, present in life and learning stuff that maybe you didn't think you liked. And I apparently like hiking now, and I never really considered myself, you know, someone that would even go for that. So, this is a cool shot here where it shows Kyle scaling all of these granite boulders. It just goes to show you that's also symbolic in your journey. You're going to encounter all of this on your lap when you try to change your life. And every one of these boulders, you could say, hey, it's too much, too big, or I don't want to go over it, or and make an excuse, or you can just find a way around it and do whatever it takes to get to the tip top. So that's why I'm leaving this kind of like wiggly camera for a shot, just because it's symbolic to the journey. It's not going to be smooth sailing. It's going to make you sick. So, but you know, that view, that you know, standing at the top, that's going to be worth every penny. As you can see, I'm scrambling here because this pitch is so high or so steep that you're using all fours to climb it, and that means you do whatever it takes to get to the top, you know. And if that means getting on all fours and getting up there, you know, find a way to get to the top. So I'm having a quick snack. We're probably a third of the way from the top. We're getting close. So it was a great time to have a little snack. It was hard work. The water is so pretty. It had rained the past 4 days, so the actual path was kind of wet in spots. So it made the degree of difficulty a little harder when people like us who have sneakers on and not the right hiking gear. But again, you can't use that as an excuse. Just because I don't have hiking boots doesn't mean I can't go. You know, I'm going for it. So, again, that's part of the journey. You know, you do whatever it takes. You make it work. However, I will be buying a pair of hiking shoes because I may be doing this again before I leave. I liked it so much. So, but yeah, Pretty cool, huh? Oh, by the way, that's my cell phone in my pants. Want to be hands-free, and unfortunately these leggings don't have pockets, but they were super rugged though. I will definitely give a praise to how there was a lot of skidding, and I gave these leggings a run for their money. So hats off and kudos to Yvette for making an awesome pair of leggings. But please add some more pockets. So that's my cell phone in my waistband. You can see how steep the grade is here. We're getting closer to the top. It's getting harder. My legs are burning. But again, it's still not a reason to give up. You just take a breather, take some time, and keep pushing forward. Do whatever it takes. And that view is going to be so much more worth it when you get to the top. And that view is your new life. That's the new life you live. That's what you've worked so hard for. And it's just standing here and just looking at, how far we came. Look at that. Is that not worth every single step, or what? Up there, and we are to the top. So I'll give you a quick 360 of where we are. Say hi to Kyle, where we've been. Pretty awesome. Thought I'd take some time and take a few selfies while I'm at it. I mean, if you would have asked me if I was going to be just with a tank top, a sports bra and some leggings on the side of a mountain, again, I would have thought you were crazy. But I was confident. I felt like I owned it and I rocked it, and I'm so glad I was able to take those pictures. So, yeah. So onwards and upwards we go as you see this incline. Still scrambling. Wow, this is the top. We did it. We got up there. Our lake is off in the distance there. It was because of the humidity. It was kind of hazy today. The view in person was so much prettier than what the camera can show. But here's the top. It's the highest point, 3,166 feet is the elevation. And it was crowded at the top, but we all did it. Hey guys, I made it to the top of Mount Monadnock. 3,165 feet. And here's my favorite picture of the day. This is symbolic to my journey. I did it. I had my support, Kyle, along with this YouTube channel. So they were there because of the mountain laurel. There's lots of honeybees up here. So one took a little rest on my finger. And a couple more selfies from some nice people that were up at the top that volunteered. And there is, I don't even know what they call that, but probably some symbolic to the mountain's height or something. And another pretty view. So obviously with any expedition or journey, the journey goes on. It doesn't, just because you get to the top does not mean that it's over. For this scenario, obviously I have to go back down because we're tired, but that it also symbolizes the journey's not over. There's still work to do. And that means we got to get to the bottom and we got to keep on ketoing on, you know what I mean? So the journey down was real challenging. I was pretty tired. I consider myself pretty active and pretty fit, and I was tired. This boulder gave me a little hug and enough confidence to keep rocking it and to keep moving forward. And that means no matter no matter if it hurts, no matter if it's, you know, you can take breaks along the ways, but just keep moving forward, you know. And what else do we have, you know, in the path to explore and learn, and you just take it all in. So yeah, it hurt. Yeah, it was, you know, hurt as in my muscles fatigued, but it was so rewarding and it was pretty awesome. So, but the journey pretty much here, you know, it's like, what do I do now? What do I do now? And that's pretty much what was going through my head here. It's like, no, you just find a way. There is no right or wrong answer. You find what works for you. And if that means that rock right there, well, take that rock. You know, that means holding onto a tree. That means doing it, you know, finding a way to make it work. And it's at the end of the day, I was so proud of myself. I never in a million years would have thought this would be the new me, you know? So here I am. As soon as I get home, I'm already looking for the closest store that sells hiking boots, because I'm ready to do this again. You know, backpacking yourself to the top of a mountain. I can't find a better way to spend your day. You know, it's so fun. It's rewarding work, and it keeps you living life instead of letting the life pass by, you know? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you at the next one. This is Mount Monadnock, and you're watching Keto Rewind on, and keep rewinding.